It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
We have the Thunder as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. And kind of rare, a battle of the pivot men tonight, Clark. What are some of the traditional things a center you think can still do to help his team win in this era of basketball?
Well, I think there are a number of things. One, you think about taking up space at both ends, being a rim protector defensively, and also quarterbacking the defense from behind the perimeter defenders is one way. And then on the offensive end, banging that glass, setting solid screens, again, using size to take up space and put pressure on the defense.
There'll always be room for the big man in this game, though, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. His role changes, what all he does changes, but some of the basics never go out of style.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. And it's George in at the small forward position. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
Here's Robertson after the basket by Los Angeles. Passes it to Grant. In the corner, it's Westbrook. From 11 feet away, uses the glass to drop it in.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And it's LeBron missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
There's the pass to Grant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And he's good on the three ball.
Oh, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
Now here's Rondo. It's Davis on the wing. Caldwell Pope outside. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Grant against Kuzma. Rondo kicks to James. Over George. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
George looking around. He dishes it to Adams. Here's Grant. And Davis pulls it down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's LeBron, and again, no good by the Lakers. Pass to Robertson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, we're over a year now into the Magic era of the Lakers front office, and Magic showed no hesitation shaking things up with trades, and I think he also did a solid job in the draft as well.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Caldwell Pope passes to Rondo. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Oklahoma City. Westbrook with the steal.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
First free throw is good. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Here's Grant. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Westbrook against Rondo. Now here's Grant. D right on him. Westbrook no good. Lakers trail by 3. 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Down low, the kick out to LeBron. Outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Thunder leading by 3. Left side, George to the inside. And Adams with the slam.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Rondo finds Davis. Shoots over Adams. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside, George. Dishes to Robertson. Pass to Grant. Goes back up. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
It's Schroeder with the drive, and Davis sends it back. To the inside, Rondo, and Grant back. Here's Robertson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in, and first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. What a list of names and great players.
Yeah, terrific players, and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys, Hall of Famers, and distinguished not just in what they did in high school and college and the pros, but in how many of them have lived their lives off the court too.
Back to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. 6 to shoot. Schroeder against LeBron. And the rejection by LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes to Kuzma. First layup and drops it in. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Steven Adams making his last shot. And Davis gets it to go.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know, makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Robertson. The pass to Grant. Here's Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
First free throw is good. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Here's ABC. It's George on the wing, covered by LeBron. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 3. Fires the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Now here's Kuzma. Inside. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Muscala, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Schroeder outside. Puts it up from 12. Morris with the bucket.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
Now here's Stevenson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Schroeder outside. Goes up on the high post. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. A second chance effort. That shot misses. And it's the Lakers the other way. To the middle. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Now here's Schroeder, and the wide-open shot from Morris. The three-pointer, no good. Nobody near Stevenson. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Stevenson. Pass to Caruso. George against Stevenson. Kicks to McGee. It's tipped. James with it. 7 points in the game. Caruso, no good. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder outside. Here's ABC. He nails it, and we're tied up. ABC's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. LeBron dishes to Stevenson. Back to James. And Muscala has it in the corner. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. Thunder trailing by 3. Schroeder kicks to George. Over to the wing. The tray drains the three-pointer. And it's 6 points for ABC.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
LeBron, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Muscala. Morris, no good. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. LeBron right side. From 30, it goes down. LeBron's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Schroeder looking around. On the wing, Morris hits the three-point bomb. Morris has got his second basket of the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think
Got the shot! My goodness, is
better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that. Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Stevenson and LeBron are the wings. JaVale McGee is out there with Chandler, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Outside Westbrook. Puts one up from 19. Misses off the left iron.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Los Angeles making a switch here. The Lakers with the ball. They lead by 4. Here's Stevenson, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Lance Stevenson.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
For 3, Westbrook, and again, Oklahoma City, no good. James against George. Stevenson outside. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And with Lance Stevenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Now here's Stevenson, and the layup's good off the glass. Stevenson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Westbrook against Stevenson. Westbrook kicks to George. Outside, Felton. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
there's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
It's Westbrook with the drive. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
They get a hand on it. Wagner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if you're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range. He's got post-up ability. And I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Davis has checked in for Chandler. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Lance Stevenson. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Lakers leading by 6. Out to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. From 12 feet out. That shot off. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Rondo. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Lets a floater go. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Felton against Rondo. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Felton against Rondo. There's the triple. Felton can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Davis inside. Morris is there. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree.
One shot, gentlemen.
Lakers last season hoped to compete, but that wasn't the case, Clark, as we saw. They'll look to do better this season.
Well, you look at last season, end of the year, 11th in the West, learned about the direction they'll grow as a team, and played at a very high pace, and I can expect Showtime to be back in full swing this season and in the coming seasons.
Here's Robertson. Here's Felton. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 11. Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. To end the drought. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Off target from outside.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Rondo against Schroeder. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. So it's the Lakers now. Outside Rondo. The dish now to Caldwell Pope. Davis. Thunder trailing by 9. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. And it's Grant in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Grant's got 6.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him. As the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Here's Rondo after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Back to Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Davis.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. They're trailing by 8. Grant outside. Schroeder outside. Passes it to Robertson. Left block shot on the way. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Oklahoma City's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Schroeder kicks to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock, here's Westbrook. Nice shot from the wing. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
Thunder trailing by 4. The pass to Robertson. He kicks it to Grant. Back to Robertson. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Thunder have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
That free throw, no good. Muscala, he's checked in for Davis. And the second free throw, good. Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now Kuzma. To the middle. Here's McGee. Banked in off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Under trailing by 5. Slater kicks to Adams. 3-pointer. No good from Grant.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Kuzma. Schroeder finds Adams. Here's Robertson. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Westbrook against Caldwell Pope. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Here's Kuzma. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And here is Los Angeles now. Lakers leading by 5. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Caruso. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
The Lakers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and Los Angeles with some changes. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and Lance Stevenson subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And then for Oklahoma City, ABC comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Paul George is subbed in for Andre Robertson.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
ABC, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 9 points for ABC.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Westbrook against Stevenson. Pass to James. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers on top. They lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it's amazing. LeBron takes such a cerebral approach to the game. He analyzes each situation, knows exactly how much energy to give. And that knows how to pace himself too, Ernie. And as dominant as he is in the first half, you better believe he has plenty left in the second.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at the Thunder. The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's Adams in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. And here's Kuzma. Shoots over Adams. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Here's Adams following the basket by LeBron James. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And stolen by LeBron.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
Now, here's Grant. And Robertson has it in the corner. From deep three-point range, and no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as... Caldwell Pope, left side. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now a 10-point Laker lead. Oklahoma City shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Pass to Grant. And here's George. 5 to shoot. On deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Loads it up for stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside, the 10-footer. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Westbrook.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Rondo drives in. It's down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Westbrook kicks to George. A three-pointer off the mark.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now Kuzma after Westbrook's missed 3. Here's James. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Robertson. He's covered by Rondo. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Los Angeles leading by 9. Inside. Kicks it out to James. Rondo scanning the floor. Over Westbrook. Connects on the foul line jumper. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, you got to be better defensively on Rondo there as he comes off that screen.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
Adler's checked in, and then for Oklahoma City, Morris is checked in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Felton in for Robertson. Here's Westbrook. That one goes in. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter. Los Angeles leading by 9. Passes it to LeBron. Over George. And that one goes long.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 19 points.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Rondo kicks to James. Over George. James with the bucket. He's got 20.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Westbrook against Rondo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
No good on that one. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
That one misses. By 9. No one near James as he lets it go. No good from outside.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Kicks it to Davis. The rebound by Steven Adams. Thunder trailing by 9. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to George. Upside Felton. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. But they'll get another chance. James in the post. Defended by George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. And James, no good on that one.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Now, here's Adams. 6 points for him. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Rondo dishes to Stevenson. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Davis. Over Morris. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Here's Caruso. Down low, James. And the dunk by James.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
ABC's checked in for the Thunder. The shot by George, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Caruso, the pass to Chandler. Caruso kicks to LeBron. And he's pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Here is Felton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks it to Morris. James against George. Here's Morris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Thunder have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. From the line this time. Here is Stevenson. He has 7. Russo fires it up. Los Angeles keeping it alive. Fresh 24. And it's Felton with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to ABC. It's George on the wing. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his 3rd foul of the game. George against James. Rejected by LeBron.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Schroeder, and the rejection by James.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Here's George after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. A floater and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Throw good, Paul George.
And George has learned a lot and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
And the Lakers making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And George drops them both.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the strike.
LeBron with it. George picks him up. George against James. To the paint. Pocket 6. And it's McGee with the jam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by Los Angeles.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
LeBron against George. Poked away, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in, and a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Robertson, he's checked in. Rondo against Schroeder, and it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Oklahoma City, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. And Morris drops them both. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Now here's Rondo. The shot. McGee's got 7 points for the quarter.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Thunder trailing by 11. Schroeder finds Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Thunder have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Grant, he's checked in for Paul George. And so he's able to go 1 of 2. Los Angeles leading by 10. Kuzma passes to McGee. 58 seconds left play in the third. To the paint. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Robertson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Robertson's got 6.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Rondo against Morris. Good work defensively by Morris.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Here's Robertson. He's got 6. Pass to Morris. Here's ABC, and the Thunder another 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. Over Morris. Off target with that shot. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Rajon Rondo is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Mike Muscala. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Rondo. Shot clock at 6. From deep point range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's ABC, guarded by Kuzma. And that one drops for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here is Rondo. Steven Adams making his last shot. Stevenson outside. And Muscala has it in the corner. Sinks the triple.
Now, you know, how do you guard that, Kevin? A big guy with a nice touch from outside. I mean, that's really hard to match up against.
Now, here's Schroeder. Here's Robertson. And it's Grant in the corner. This one for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Stevenson outside. Pass to Muscala. Rondo against Schroeder. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Nice shot by Rondo. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
And Rondo, as good as anybody with his handle, it's like that ball's on a string.
Now the pass to ABC. Pass to Grant. Here's ABC. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. No good from Grant.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Stevenson dishes to Rondo. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Stevenson outside. Back to Rondo. A floater for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Mike Muscala. And then for Oklahoma City, Paul George, he's checked in for ABC. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Schroeder. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And, you know, it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. And many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of all-star caliber in time.
Here's Robertson on the wing, George. And they get it, and it's good on the way in. George has got 9 points now in just the second half. And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now, here's Grant. Pass to George. For the three. It's good from long range. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Davis kicks to Caldwell Pope. Outside Rondo. Down low, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's Westbrook. Unable to get that one. Davis with some nice D. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
Here's George after the basket by Los Angeles. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
James checked in for the Lakers. Kuzma kicks to Caldwell Pope. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope. 18 points for Davis.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Releases. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 21 points for Russell Westbrook. Los Angeles leading by 11. Passes over Adams. Again, Los Angeles.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Oklahoma, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Grant finds George. Back to Grant. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Robertson the pass to Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. And that'll be his third foul so far. In the D. 6 to shoot.
You know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma, I think. Active, engaged, and being effective on the defensive end.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
LeBron James.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off, and they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. Even though they're ahead, he said these guys are capable of catching fire. They can score a lot in a little. I don't want to see anybody easing up until the final whistle, guys.
And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
Good. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Outside Rondo. Now the pass to Kuzma. From 12 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 16th rebound on the night. Westbrook kicks to George. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. He dishes it to LeBron. It's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Rondo! 6 on the shot clock. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Caldwell Pope. The inside. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Caldwell Pope. And it's now 6 points for LeBron. Thunder trailing by 12. That over Rondo. Westbrook, no good. Now Kuzma to the paint. Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Grant. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Left side Westbrook. Over Rondo. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Westbrook. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Rondo kicks to LeBron. With the teardrop. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to LeBron. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Grant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so City with it. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Caldwell Pope outside. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far. Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
And so it's the Lakers with it. It's a 5-point game. And they double up LeBron. That one to fall. Timeout called by Oklahoma by 6. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Whatever it is, got to be fast. I mean, can't waste any time at this point.
Left in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. It's good! And now they trail by just 4. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Lead go.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Westbrook kicks it to Grant. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook finds Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And stolen by LeBron. And now we've got the intentional foul. Dropped one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Trifecta!
Man, great strength that time from Grant with the game up in the air. He really looks comfortable being the guy to take the big shot.
And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.